A quick video on inserting tables. Tables are used to make some of your information stand out, so it's easier to group, easier to read. To insert a table, we go to the Insert tab, choose Table, and then decide how many rows and columns we want in our table. I'm going to start with a 4x6. Or I guess I put in a 5x6 because I added a different column. Okay, so to go from, we call these cells much like we do in the Excel program. To go from cell to cell, you use your tab key, will get you from one cell to the other, or you use your arrow keys on the bottom. Okay, you can move around using arrows, or if you're going to the right, you can use the tab key. I'm going to go ahead and start this one by doing numbers because it's an easy one to demonstrate. I'm going to type in ones, tens, hundred, thousand, and 10,000. Okay, since that's going to be my header or the top page or the top column or row of my table, I'm going to come back here and select it. I'm going to bold it and I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Okay, I'm going to, in each one of these underneath, I'm going to type 1, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000. Then I'm going to go 2, 20, 200, 2,000, 20,000, 3, 30, 300, 3,000, 30,000, 4, 40, 400, 4,000, and 40,000. And finally 5, 50, 500, 5,000, and 50,000. So I've grouped all these numbers by whether they're tens, hundreds, thousands, or 10,000s. So, and I've bolded my title row to make it look like a title row. The rest of the numbers I'm going to have go to right align because that's normally where we align numbers when we're working on a document. So I'm going over to the Home tab and I'm going to select right align, and that's going to move all my numbers over to the right. Then we want to add a style to our table. So we click inside the table, go up here to the Design tab of the contextual tools for table tools, hit the down arrow here and choose the design that we want to use. I'm going to go ahead and go with this one. Okay, so that gives our table some design. If we want to add a row on the top to give it a title, I click in my top row here. I go to the design, to the table tools once again. This time I need the layout tab. I go over here to where it says insert above. Oops, I was clicked on the wrong one. So let me undo that one. And make sure I click on this one, go insert above. And inside this one, I'm going to type numbers because that's what I want to name this. And notice it automatically chooses the correct font color to go with the color of our style. So I've got a header up here. What I did to make it go into the middle was I select that line, I go up here and I tell it to merge cells, and that makes all of the cells on the top into one cell. If I want to add another column, I click in the column I want to add it next to. So if I want to add another one to the right, I'll go insert to the right. If I want to add it on the bottom, I can either go in the last cell on the bottom and hit the tab key, or go up here to the top and say insert below. That's how we add rows and columns to an existing table. And this is a quick video on inserting tables. To put a title on this table, I click in the first row. I go up to my contextual tools or my table tools to layout, to the layout tab, and I go over here and I go to the one that says insert above. That puts a row above my table. Now I want to take out the lines in that row, so I come back here, I select that, I go over here and tell it to merge cells. What that does is it changes all 5 of those cells into one cell so that I can type my title in there, which is going to be numbers. Okay. If I want to add a column to my table, I click in the column I want to add it next to, and I go up here once again to the layout tab of my contextual tools, and I go insert right, and it will add a column to the right. Notice it all stays in the same formatting. If I want to add a row to the bottom, I can simply come to the end of this one and hit the tab key, and that will add a row, or I can go up here and tell it to insert below, and it will add another row in there. This is a quick video on inserting tables.